dive into tomorrow, Forex Factory. So we got today's data, which obviously kickstarted a pretty nasty move to the upside. Um, Tomorrow we have more of the same. So there is obviously uh, the a couple of issues right here for me when it comes to the Qs. I'm all out. Period. Uh, the only thing that I could do right in speculation on the Qs with this news is take it back down. Right, with the same theory that we're going to come back down and retest here and here, right? Those two particular. I guess I should have done that in reverse, huh? Um, but yeah. So there's two lots of empty space underneath us. Pretty easy lower time frame breakdown potential there. But the only thing that I'm going off of here is the hourly channel. So with that being said, why is my shit running hella slow right now? Okay. Um, I did talk about this last night. I can't remember if it was Manny or with y'all, but we talked about this being a deviation, right? Which is awesome. We love when we can see these type of things because that channel, right? This is what I mean, right? You have this, right? And you can almost that's like fractals. You can almost break that down infinitely, right? You'll find trend down here, right? That's adherent to that same. So it's good to have the higher one. And so with that, right, I have to give it the whole enchilada. And that would look like this. So 340, right, would be the top there. And who am I, to say that this is where we top out? Certainly, it is pretty easy to go and look at these monster moves out on the Qs and what it likes to do afterwards. So even if it's just some sideways action in here, that's up for speculation. So you decide what you want to do with that, right? Going against the grain typically is purely speculation. This thing is ripping to the upside, So, but with that being said, and we have data tomorrow, I want to look at. Hey, what's up, dude? I want to look at the IWM, right? Because this one opens up more opportunity, in my opinion. Even though it's wicking around, kind of causing a nightmare here, this is max tension. It's the only ETF that we have that has it. So favor now it doesn't. Again, we're looking at it, and I'm just going to make this extra clear, right? It's basically 242, 241.75 that we have to punch over, right? And I'm a little wrong on my box here. That's just why I said that. Right, so it should be right there. That is where we punch up, and I ain't playing with fire. If that punches, we're going up, and I'm aiming for 248, 250. If this breaks down, right, trying to utilize today's low, because if you utilize the low of 237, I get it, but you did go and hit the imbalance, and so you've bounced and curled back up. So I again, not necessarily sure whether I will take a position on this before the end of the day. We could even go so far as to say that we are sitting at cost basis now at this 4 hour box. So IWM, just to make myself clear again, is probably I'm shifting focus, right? I slapped QQQ. Now we're shifting that domestic. No, I'm just kidding. We're shifting the slappage over to
Wow.
IWM potentially, with this having the most tension, right? Piggybacking over to SPY. This one wicked up, and I guess I have this one sitting. So this is just a data point away from fucking popping out, right? And 610 is the most obvious psychological target directly outside of where we're currently at, and that's where I would be aiming. The other alternative here, and this is where higher time frame analysis has to be done, is that we are and could tomorrow, if we hit that 510 mark, we are within a box, so it's not outside of the question to wick it. and pull it right back down in that empty space and give yourself a nasty box. So, um, can't see the chart. Oh, whoops. My bad. There you go. All right. So everybody clear on the ETFs going into tomorrow? Qs, obviously, you. I'm trying to decide if I want to throw $200-300 at a pullback, right? But if data comes in just as hot as it did today, why? I guess is what I have to ask myself. Why? Are we banging up against a psychological number? Cool. Is that enough to make me go short? Nah. If I can go down here and find something, right? I can always just trust in my ability to take this trade tomorrow. And so we have a 5-minute box here, right? Here. Whose mic's open? And here, right? So, oh, well, no, we got another one right under there. So you have a lot of volume holding you up right now, but plenty of triggers to potentially take this back down. Ultimately, it is 527.75. If that breaks down, we continue lower. Somebody's mic is open. I can hear you typing. How? How? I don't know. Hey, P. Please. Or give me a sip of that, actually. I don't know why that sounds juicy. Open it now. Share it with me. Just like I share my life with you.
Oh my god.
Sorry. That's called leverage, boys and girls. I'm kidding. just
Hey, it'll make me feel good. Just one more, okay? It'll make me feel good.
What? That sounds terrible. I'm here to keep my family safe. So,
Oh, just one more, okay? It'll make
Yeah,
me feel good.
yeah.
assalamu alaikum.
Sounds like he's a wannabe fat ass. So he's trying to.
I love when this stuff's going to be on YouTube. So anyway, that's that's what we're looking at going into tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions on that, let me know. Yeah, if you guys on TikTok have any requests, I'll take those in just a minute. Bye. Be safe. Yeah, I'll take your questions, comments, and concerns. Stock related. Also, just a real quick checkup on Rivian. I'm still up pretty well, and we bounced pretty nicely off of 1324. I'd like to make a box here in this range.
Quick question is Ivy going to put all this end of day stuff up? Because I missed the trigger on IWM, and I just want to double check.
Ivy, you got that?
Yeah, chef, I'm uploading it now.
Look at that. You don't even have to
Okay.
ask,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't even ask. But
You're in
shouldn't.
you're in IWM already?
I'm not. He asked about a trigger. Lord have mercy. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and drop those requests. We'll take a look at those now. So, Sava. Oh my lord. I made a bag on that one and disappeared, dude.
You forgot about Crocs.
Oh, you didn't put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat.
No way I missed this. Oh, that's right. I remember.
Emotional damage.
I'll look at it next, I promise. Yeah, so you're cooked until you get back up above. I don't even know if I'm gonna help you on this one because you're gonna have to look at the most recent price action and map it out there. So you have a little lot of empty space there and here. You open up underneath it. So if you can break out over here, you'll fill that up. But I think it's trash. Crocs. It would be shorter time frame, Scott. Low risk. Crocs, good candle close, 24-hour candle close outside of 112.85, right? That should be pretty good. Yeah, pretty solid. Building outside of the box, so that's good. Nice and bunched up. That looks suspicious. And hourly's building a box. What the fuck is that? Oh, whoops. All right. So here's the way that I'm looking at this one, right? You can, take this, but I would absolutely be clear on where this thing is going to fall, and that's going to be 112.32. You will absolutely leg down. Look at it coming across. So that would have to be, the long. If you can find a good solid risk to reward here, you could probably hang on. So it looks good on the 24-hour close, just a little weak, obviously. Now, again, overnight price action. This could just be accumulation, and we just send it right into that empty space. So, all right. NVIDIA. Well, well, well.
That's 3 wells.
That's a lot of water. You know what though?
What?
It just fucking makes me laugh. Which it's not funny in some ways, but it's like take that Head and Shoulders and ram it, because that if you're trying to go short, maybe if you have an average up here, like fire, but you're getting cooked trying to fire and all of that empty space up there. So NVIDIA over 141. And I think that you take the 142 cost basis and this empty. Listen, hold on, shut the fuck up. This is anybody new here thinks I'm nuts. Empty space up to 144.28. That's where I see that. Assalamu alaikum. Did I look at Crocs? Yeah, I did. Okay. I got look at that, dude. You traumatized me.
Nah, you're good.
No, I'm not. I'm hurt. You hurt me. Did you see that shit where some guy?
Fine.
I just saw this thing where like the Brett Favre fell during someone was trying to sack him, like Michael Shanahan, and he like
Man.
slid, and it made some really old dude really mad because he held the previous record and lost his shot on the Hall of Fame, and he like confronted Brett Favre. He's like, "I'm gonna get my sack back, man." It's crazy.
You call him Michael Shanahan?
Or
It's
whatever.
Strahan.
Strahan?
Michael-
Oh, whoops. Oops. Not a football guy. Well. So we talked about this for sure. Absolutely. When you guys asked me about this, I said there's a good chance that we go sideways, and that is what's happening right now. So while we're in the box, right, we're waiting. Now, looking to your left, you have a candle close that looks like just possibly squeaking out, but you left empty space below. So I do what the fuck? I do want to warn you, right, that there is and this has already been tested, 112.50. So what I would be aware of here is if you go retest that, come back down, punch, right, hit the trend, build another box, get rid of this thing, right, and then you'll have set up the perfect take that shit to the upside play. God damn, dude. That's what I want. That's what I want. And you know what else that would hit? That would perfectly go and tap the top, which is kind of, again, attention to detail there, but 1130. Grinch miscoin. That's crazy, dude. People are trying to pump a Grinch miscoin. Honeywell. Ugh. It's going like pond water right now. Hold on. Ew. I don't even know why I have this box here. And I don't know why it's bouncing off of the cost basis either. But I don't even know why I don't know why that box is there. Free up storage space. Your computer's running low on storage space. Oh my god, I have 929 gigabytes used and 990 out of 990 megabytes.
Oh my god.
So I have 990. Yeah, so I should probably.
You have a gig.
Dude, you have no
Just
idea.
about.
Yeah, I have no idea how many videos I have right now. I need to delete them right now. Hold on 1 second.
Pause.
Not. Oh my god. Serve your feet. Okay. All right. I'll ask or answer any questions you guys have just in a minute. So I'm emptying my recycling bin right now. I'm probably gonna be pissed off at myself when I'm like, where the fuck are those videos? All right. Hopefully that helps a little bit for now. All right. So anyway, this thing is built a box currently on the weekly. So I mean, you're not gonna catch me in something like this, but come on, right there. So you have 225.75. If that's lost, it's a simple retest down at 220.75. Or 225.75 is your floor, and 220.75 is the lake down. So, and that would be empty space. So, I'm losing track of all of the requests because of all of the comments. I can't see them. Oh God. Oh shit. It looks terrible. 24-hour time frame. 24 looks a little bit better. Yeah, so you lost your floor, you dipped. So I would be watching this thing outside of 79.61, disregarding the wick and looking for a punch up there to reclaim the floor and then punch back over here. And you're looking for a target around the 87.80 area. So crazy nut. You said I understand the boxes, but confused. Oh, well, no, that wasn't you who said that. Rafa, that would be considered empty space. There's no boxes here, right? It's just one fast leg down. It would be the same thing here, right? Coming down. So it's any area where you just basically see no structure. Big rips, big dips, big nips. I understand the boxes get confused as I go to the lower time frames with too many on the chart. So everything should be rooted in the 24-hour time frame, and you're just utilizing the lower time frames to get into those trades. So you don't need to go crazy charting everything on the lower time frame. You need to be looking at what the most recent price action tells you. If you see a box up above you, that box and this cost basis says that you're going to break into a new high that's relevant to the 24-hour. That's where you would take that trade. So, all right. That's how I feel about that. Tesla. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, do your shit. Who the fuck is LeBron James? Who am I friends with who has a screen name that's LeBron James?
He's a basketball player.
He plays basketball.
Yeah, I know who that is, but like one of my friends on Steam who's probably in this Discord changed his name to LeBron James.
He's not a basketball player. He's
Yeah,
actually
he
a
plays
terrible actor.
basketball.
Oh, thank you guys. 420. Did we just hit 420.69 again? Yeah, I don't know. There's no analysis for me to give here other than we said that it could squeeze out like this. It's in all-time highs. Elon's fucking rich. I hate it, but it is what it is. Psychological numbers and fibs. You got it. Again, this is the only area where empty space or no space, I guess, deep space. I'm not a deep space astronaut. All right. I already did that one. Look at Manny clogging up the chat with fishing talk. Gross. All right. So socks is in a box. Yeah. Your kids can listen in, learn something. And the socks that's in the box is also at the bottom of the box in a box. Dr. Seuss gives me all of my analysis. So you got a box, and then you got socks in another box. I'm having fun with this. 30.86, and I'd be looking for a leg up to that 30.31, which would also be cost basis on the higher time frame, which would give you a higher probability of going and reaching the top, and inevitably popping up and filling the empty space up to like 47.80. So otherwise your floor is right here and your target is not far from you. So that's gross. Ban. You can just block anybody who puts these stupid ass coins. Sucks. Microsoft. Not bad. 24-hour candle close up against the grain. This is good. This allows you to come here. This allows you to draw this structure underneath you and separate yourself from it. Right? So you have that wick right here. You could come down and touch 446.86. Unfortunately, you're still held under this wick. So the goal would be not to create a wide range, but to hold yourself up above. And then I think on the 24-hour, I got to be honest though that you know what, looking at the 4-hour here. No, I'm not doing my job. Look at that. There's always it's always a box. You're up against the floor. 450. So I would be careful. Boxed water. DXCM, dude, I have had this chart people have asked me about this chart, I feel like forever. And I get it because it has a metric ass ton of empty space. So that's cool, right? That's obviously one of the pluses here. The issue, I have with taking something like this is you need an incredible amount of consolidation or the run is going to fall short, right? That's why I like the little not little, but like the pockets on the 24-hour time frame, from like here to here. That's fire. Here to there, that's gonna take some fucking time. So I've stayed away from this one, and it is building a box right here, and I expect it to continue to do that. And typically what you'll do is build a box up top here, and that'll set up the volume to break out later, and you may come back down and test 75 before breaking out. But, this one, it feels like it's got to have news, so you're either in speculatively have a position, and you're just waiting for that moment, or it grinds its fucking way up there and you got long contracts. That's the only two ways I think I'd be able to take advantage of that. So Justin, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, just kidding. Let's see. Justin is 2024. All right, target. So a little bit of consolidation, but you were able to hold yourself up today in the box, right? So open up in range, stay in range. And unfortunately, you're going a little bit red, so it's starting to lean more towards the exhaustion of the buy side, which would lead you back down for a retest of 132, which would not be a terrible thing, right? Especially if we're built like this, right? That could allow for you to leg down, come back here, go sideways, and punch back up. So, ride the wave. PDD. So, listen, if there's one area that gives me trouble, right, and because back in the day, Chinese stocks were, we danced hand in hand into the sunset type shit, but like nowadays it is very, very tough to nail price action on this thing because it all happens overnight. You've left a massive gap up above you. You've curled up off of cost basis as you should. Do I think it's worth taking a chance closing up against your previous resistance and outside of it? I do. right? I do think if you have the capital to take that risk, it is again risky. And the only so I see two possibilities here. One, you stay in this fucking range again, right? On PDD. Two, you gap up over 405 and we're in the gap, right? And we fill the gap right after the bell. That's how I feel about that. RH. Doo-doo price action. Holy crap. You're fighting with the top, this tiny little box up here, and that separates you from that next target of 415. So today's close hopefully could indicate something, and that's just not great. Just shows a real lack of volume here. And coming out of the consolidation that you have, retesting here, it looks like, and it's hard to draw a box on that right there, those two candle closes, that's what you're bouncing off of. So the goal would be to hold that before the end of the day and hopefully curl up and go to that 412, 415 area. So Put Brothers, what's up, dude? How's it going, man?
Hey, that's the guy right there.
That's the homie. All right. INTC. Oof, cost basis. Flirting with it. Looks like you might have it drop down. Let's see. Today's close is going to be really, really, really important on this. Let's see, 4 hour. Okay. So as INTC does, and I'm going to warn you right now, the way that it's falling, there's a good chance, this is a rare phenomenon, I talk about it every once in a while. You'll build a box right under cost basis, then you'll build a box right on top of cost basis, then you'll consolidate in between the two, and that'll build a box on cost basis. The warning I give you now is be prepared for this to fuck around with cost basis. Get rid of all this garbage. Calling my own analysis garbage is funny. Right? Floor here, and then look at your most recent price action, because this is something where you know you're at on the 24 hour. You don't need to, we got that higher time frame. If you're able to bounce outside of 2025, you're going to pop that floor of 2068. If you punch cost basis, that opens up a world of hurt where you go to your imbalance at 2150, which is also your floor. And so if that's recovered, your next target is at 22. So bro, how should I start day trading? Don't. Start learning a strategy and then find out what type of trading fits. I'm not going to say any names. I got a phone call today, right? One of my students, members here, he's been here for a while. Good friend of mine. He just busy, just has a lot going on. He's had, I think he said something about I know you're probably on here, but like I said something about turning, like 1500 into 40K, pretty good. But he's also just doesn't have time to catch the things that he wants to catch, and so he's looking at swing trading with TTI because it would make more sense for him to be in something where he doesn't have to be managing this trade. So I have time, we have time. If you have time, cool. If you're a day trader, or if you're getting into trading, you should learn the strategy, right? And know that it's going to open up that possibility. But just take it from me and most people. Most people fade away from day trading into shorter swing trading. So we swing contracts into day trading positions, and we sell our contracts to day traders, right? And so I mean, day trade they just really have it rough. You have to get in at the bell. There's a lot of stress. And so I think if I went back, if I started with day trading too, I wouldn't have done it. I would have, I don't know. Maybe I had to learn the hard way. So, all right. I'm about to get some water because holy shit, you have no idea how many water bottles sit on my desk, like empty. I have 4 water bottles from just today alone.
Tell us how many water balls sit on your desk empty.
And a Berkey.
I'm about to go crack a 5th one open, dude. Hold on.
Are they all plastic bottles?
Nope. It's boxed water.
Water drinks out of glass bottles.
I drink out of a box. Look at it. It's a box. Although if some microplastics could just like make me infertile, that'd be great. But anyway. It's future science. What do they call it? Sterilization. All right. No more kids. United Healthcare. Too soon, Rafa. We'll take a look at it in a minute. When you get a chance, Neo and ACAD. So I'm probably going to say the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to say the exact same thing with Neo that I did on PDD. You're at cost basis. You're at double cost basis, which is probably something I've never said in here. So you're in a higher time frame cost basis while also sitting in this lower time frame cost basis. So let's go down to the hourly. You have empty space above, right? Punch back, 477. That would open up. See, this is where this. But listen, Neo's going to be fun. It will be. Maybe we'll see if it happens sooner than later. But I would watch for a punch back over that 477 up into this 490, and I think that triggers a swing up into the 5. So. Yeah, if you're new on TikTok here, you're listening, if you go to my YouTube channel, you're gonna find most, if not all, the information that you need to make a good educated decision. So, all right. Channel name is right here. Potter Stocks Trading. Brokerage is probably, and I'll pull it up so you know what it looks like. Actually, no, I. There you go. All right. So technically, you did go and you hit the high, right? And you're now pulling back. So the goal would be to go ahead and just find your floor. The floor that has held you up, and that's right here at 1768. Looks like you're already performing some sort of a bounce here. Yep, you are. So lower time frame analysis is needed, and this is where this thing gets a little crazy. There's your punch back. 1858. Yeah, Nick, just give me a second. I'm trying to work through everybody's request here. AMD upside. Oh, it looks kind of good. Well, I can tell you right now, looking at the hourly, you just tapped cost basis. But you did bounce. I think you'll fill up that empty space. Again, how you fall. I think you might fill up that empty space and then come down. Did you wick? Yeah, you did wick outside of the box, 126. Which is, I mean, you're breathing really, really close. So, yeah, I would say even with this bounce, the bounce is kind of pretty leaving empty space behind. So I can see a retest of 135.40 and then still a potential leg down. But the way that you fall onto a floor, you're going to bounce, period, in the story, even if it's temporarily. All right. AVGO. Earnings. Wait, who's asking this? You know how I feel about this, Dan.
Yeah, just
You just want to
I
hear
get
my
scared
voice.
sometimes.
You just
Yeah,
you get scared sometimes. Okay. What am I, a teddy bear? No, I'm just kidding. 186.31 is obviously the top here. You tapped it today, right? I see this thing squeezing out into earnings again. 205, 210, two potential targets to the upside. That's what I see.
thank you.
The alternative would be 148 or 150. So MSTR. Oop, that's Microsoft. MST. Look at my fingers are just like programmed. Let's see here. 24-hour. You did curl back up right off of the floor. Nice curl. You have an empty space top, so above that 412 where you're at now, you should go right back up to that top. I'm almost positive, and I'm not sure where this is going to take its shape. It might be here. Yeah. So just, okay, so let's go ahead and place this target. That wick right there, which is 426, would separate you from popping off the top. Uber was a bad play. Somebody in the free Discord posted like a plus multiple 1,000%. It was like 1,500% or something like that. What was it? Hold on. Yeah. 1,200%. Mike, yeah, but Serm, you even if you think that it's going towards bankruptcy, man. I mean, you look at Nicola's still listed. Nicholas still makes crazy moves, or did. I hate that stock, but eventually it'll probably fill up to $3. So we're just trading price. I don't give a shit about. I mean, if Zoom opens up perfectly, I guess I gotta fucking trade Zoom. It's just what I have to do. All right. You and me dance with the fire down to the sea. Macy's. Yeah, so that one squeezed back up. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Um, I was kind of hoping for a leg down. It bounced off the floor, and now we have to pay attention to what it. So what do we do every time something bounces? Right? We look at what it reclaims. What have you pulled yourself back up on top of? Jesus Christ. So we have to right, acknowledge this, which is 1650. Right? It's technically where the candle opened. And then, I mean, right now as we speak, you're building a box. So above 1680, with this whip intention right there, you might squeeze out sellers, and this could go to my target of 1865. What do you mean by opens? So open, the bottom of this candle actually opened on top. Even though it sank all the fucking way down with earnings, it's still, that's where the candle opened, and it pulled itself back up to that open, which is significant. So definitely something to pay attention to.
Macy's is the random DayZ player that you push F4 at.
That is very true. I'm gonna play Daisy if you guys want to go in the game chat after hours.
I'm down.
I'm chill for a little bit. We haven't
You're
gamed.
welcome.
You should download the new game that just came out, Delta Force. It's free.
Yeah, I could do that.
Hey, Bobby, real quick, I just tuned in back in. Does nothing really look good to you?
Macy's is interesting. I really like IWM. I'm trying to make a decision here on what I want to do. I thought of speculative Qs down, but that's kind of stupid. I'm kind of checking myself. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not seeing anything stupid crazy, but if something changes, I mean, that looks a little crazy. Hold on, weekly. Is this all-time highs?
Awesome. Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, no
Qs
problem.
are trying to see its first red candle today, though.
That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Still not fully
Uh,
convinced.
Dude, you might punch back on this Orion or on or whatever. For Zoom, I said if Zoom was set up perfectly, I would. I mean, I would, but I can't. It's not there yet. On Elon Musk's wealth has reached 400 billion. Oh, great. That's awesome. Super awesome. No human on earth should have that much money.
$400 billion.
Yep. That's like a
That
lot.
means Taylor Swift would just need 200 more tours.
Yep. Absolutely diabolical. Yeah, so that's the punchback. I'm trying to look for any more Dell. We got 2 minutes. So if you are looking at anything, still holding Rivian, equity, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the bell here. Dell punched down through the box. I think we talked about that yesterday and bounced right at our target. So you're probably going to be looking at a retest if you haven't already accomplished that. You've gotten close of the 112 and maybe even back up to 121. So if you reclaim this, you'll get that.
IWM 242s for tomorrow are 10 cents.
To look at them. So just to repeat myself again, if you decide to do something on the queues, that's all you. Okay, I try to not go against the grain. I'll take a look at it in a second, but I do really like IWM. I just like the fact that it hasn't moved, which means it's going to move, and so my target to the downside. So I'm probably going to set up a straddle here, folks. Is 231, right? 230, is that real? That can't be real, right? 1 day away. IWM, December 12th, 2 cents. Is that real?
It's real. I see it.
All right. Well, don't mind me. I guess I'll grab a million contracts. Let's see here.
What'd you get to 245?
I haven't gotten 231s. I was just looking at 231. I know it's no, it's not. It's definitely a potential leg down, but hold on. So just an FYI here. If you fill at 2, you could get 100 contracts for $200. That's big math. I did that in my head, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering. Let's see. So that's 231. Thank you. I appreciate that. 234 would be the most logical first target, but I've talked about the empty space all the way down to 231. And then obviously I'm not going to go into this one-sided. We've seen what happened today with the other ETFs. This one could follow in suit by just popping up and breaking it over cost basis. 242, and that would bring us, and I have to kind of look at the lower channel, but I think that's going to give me that 248 target. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the closer strike. I'm going to go with 244 to the upside. So not target based, right? But if I can get something that's closer, I'm not going to go out just further. I just get this one. So for $400, you could straddle IWM with 100 contracts on each side. And I mean, for some of you guys, that would be really low risk. But if, and it's not out of the question if this is a real possibility, but when and if we hit 231 and you've got 100 contracts and they've popped up to even $50, you have so much room and to trim and manage that position. Hold on one second. I gotta Google something.
That's crazy. Increase the bids on those 244s.
Did I? No, I didn't. Oh my
Out
god.
of the bid, the
All right, well now they're more expensive. God damn it. Well, get 245s.
for the ask.
To the downside, I'm gonna add 233s. Not as many. Well, here's to a break in tension tomorrow. Huh?
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm gonna have to get a beer tonight. I might be stressing about that. Oh shit. All right. So that's what I got. You should be able to get filled here. So.
Muy guapo.
All right. Let's go ahead and finish up these requests. Wait, what the fuck? What was that?
All right, I'll be back on here later, boys. Let me know. Hey, if you if I see you in the chat, I'll join in there. If you want to just at me real quick.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Bye.
DJT. It looks like it's gonna go to $39 tomorrow, or possibly tomorrow. Over the $37 mark, that's an easy target of 39. Dance with the fire, jump to the sea. All right, shorting Bitcoin here. Let's go.
You know what's crazy? I said 38 on the chat.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty damn close, dude. I've got what do I got? Let's see, hold on. Nothing yet, damn. Yeah, holy shit. You guys raised the bid before I could get in.
Yeah, I'm already up 50%.
Fuck you guys. What the fuck? All right. See, now I'm about to start telling y'all.
Are you sure? How many contracts would you actually have to sell for it to do that?
I mean, dude, you don't. It doesn't take much. It's just about what people are buying and selling. You could raise the bid and the ask. If we had, I don't know, 1,000 people in here and split them in half, we could fuck with the bid back and forth. We theoretically. But
Did he say that?
wait, what?
Someone send that.
Nope.
Someone send that to them.
What I do?
I'm telling the CIA.
Oh my god.
Powell's not going to be happy with you, my friend.
Man, get out of here. Come on, dude. What the fuck? Hey guys. Making my life.
Hey,
You're making my
how's it
life
going?
hard right now.
What, are you still trying to grab IWM?
I'm trying to grab some more.
I got the 33s and the 31s.
Everything's hard. Everything's hard. Everything's hard.
I grabbed
up.
the 33s.
Carter, you're
I
doing
got
Friday's
44s
expiration,
and
though, right?
231s.
No, tomorrow's.
You're doing
Yeah, keep it low risk, dude. I can compound heavy into a high consolidation setup, and if it breaks tomorrow, we're cooking, dude. Or we're cooked.
ones for
I
2
got
days.
I got some Friday QQQ puts for like for 513.
That might be a good. That might be a good speculative trade.
Yeah. See how that works out.
Wow, you guys really did. You guys really are jacking up the fucking. I'm watching it right now.
Dude, the 231s for 2 days out, they're only 5-cent bid and 6-cent ask.
I'm gonna have to try those.
Potter,
All
were
right.
you were trying to get filled at 1 cent or
I was
2
trying to
cents?
get filled at 2 cents, but
Yeah.
yeah, is right.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty then. Potter with his math. All right, cool. How many did you buy, Karina? How many did you buy? Tell me. Uh-oh. How many IWM puts? She gone now? She bought him and shut up for computer. 6 and 6? I dare you to buy 6 more. Right now. Right now. Do it. Come on.
Not financial advice.
So 12
A
total.
little.
Oh no, just as a friend. I'm just betting. You know, I'm just taking her on it. But for real, do it. Do it. I'm just kidding.
You won't.
I don't have any cash left. Oh fuck. All right. Yeah, I got IWM 244 calls, 233 puts, and 231 puts. All right. It is completely. It is a tension-based trade. It is not triggered, but the beautiful thing is they're really low risk. So again, if you can get 300-400 contracts, if you got good, if you're trading on a bigger account, if you can get 100 contracts, if you got a $500-600 account, if this works out and you don't puss out and fucking get out before you should, right? This is one of those things that either works or it doesn't. You're looking at a bag. So
So you got the 44s, 33s, and 31s?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
244 is long. So I didn't mean to. I just doubled my puts. All right. Well, I just want people to take, when you're in these opportunities, regardless win or loss, right? It is absolutely worth being able to have. I mean, when you have, life is different at 50 contracts. Right? Ask anybody, like who's been doing this with, like, when you start buying more than 10, it's like, oh wow, that shit's pumping. And the fact of the matter is, like, most people will go and they'll spend $400 or $500 on a contract that expires on Friday, but a $2 contract is just off limits. So I could spend less, make more. Yuck. All right. It expires tomorrow, but you can pick the expiration that you want.
So you're leaning more towards
on the
downside.
Yeah, I would say I have a little bit more of a downside. Just the way that you moved to today, where you got pulled, and yeah. So let's be hyper vigilant here, right? Let's get rid of all of this. Candle close green, right at the bottom, right? So we're like just tinkering, right? But then we look at the 4 hour, right? And you're basically like, yeah, you're on the edge. So break down, right? Punch down, and then that fall. So I mean, it's a tall order. I'm not gonna lie, it's a tall order to ask of, and that's why we have those halfway target right here. Look, that's 234. 233s will be selling just fine at that mark. But if we can get a punch down, and it might take all day, or take, not all day, but it might take till 1-2 o'clock. 230, 250, right in here. That's going to be the target. So
Hey, Dust, are you in here?
Here's what I want. You know what I want?
I am.
Do you want my IWM analysis?
No.
No.
It's going to be inverse of whatever Potter's about to say.
Ass.
All right. Hold on. Let Potter go first, and then you can piggyback.
I'm about to stop the recording here. That's what I want, right? But at this point, while you're inside of this area of consolidation, right, 238 right here. If that opens up, then we have a floor to recover here, and at that point, that might start or trigger the punch back. So I'm on both sides, but fuck it, right? Wait, you took puts? You still have time, Luis. You still have time. But that's what
Honestly,
I want.
This is the setup that makes people a bag on IWM.
Yeah.
People that trade IWM daily, they get wrecked.
Oh yeah.
Because it does this consolidation and then the break of tension.
Yep. Look, I mean, dude, I just put this here. Look, doesn't that look, it looks so real? Looks so good.
Steve is really good at catching that tension break, even on the lower time frames. He gets in on them pretty early.
Yeah, I have I mean, again, this is just a bet on tension. We don't have a for sure trigger. you know, and I'll leave Steve to the lower time frame stuff. You know, I focus on the higher time frame setup, and this is 24-hour, rooted in the 24 hours. So that break is something that, yeah, that empty space. It's a low risk, high reward setup. But all right, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording now.